Stella, he began, the rod of Moses is a very powerful tool. It is what God used to part the Red Sea and save his people. Do you want to see what a real rod of Moses looks like? In a quiet village of Obudu, nestled among the rolling hills and lush green fields, there was a primary school called Best Brains Primary School. It was known for its strict teachers and deep commitment to religious duties. Among its staff was Mr. Moses, the Christian religious knowledge CRK teacher, who was admired for his charisma and his ability to bring Bible stories to life. Class, today we will talk about the power of faith, Mr. Moses said one sunny Monday morning as he stood before the basic four pupils. Do you remember the story of Moses and the Red Sea? Yes, Uncle Moses, the pupils chorused excitedly. Good, he said. And what did Moses use to part the Red Sea? The rod of Moses, the children shouted in unison. Exactly, Mr. Moses said, his lips curling into a smile. The rod of Moses was no ordinary rod. It was a powerful tool in the hands of a faithful servant of God. Do you know that God can use anything to perform miracles? Stella, a bright-eyed 9-year-old sitting in front row, raised her hand. Uncle Moses, is it true that God can use anything to show his power? Mr. Moses nodded approvingly. Yes, my child, God can use anything, just like he used the rod of Moses. Stella, would you like to learn more about the rod of Moses? Stella, eager to learn more, nodded her head, unaware of the danger hidden behind her teacher's warm demeanor. Later that afternoon, after the children had left, Mr. Moses called Stella aside. She approached his desk nervously but excited to hear more about the rod of Moses. Stella, the rod of Moses is not just a stick, it is a powerful instrument. Do you want to see what a real rod of Moses looks like? Stella's curiosity got the better of her. Yes, Uncle Moses, she said eagerly. Mr. Moses lowered his voice. But remember, Stella, this is a secret between you and I, just like how God revealed his secret to Moses alone on Mount Sinai. Stella nodded, her young mind believing that she was being entrusted with something holy. Mr. Moses then began to twist Bible stories to manipulate her, referring to his private part as the rod of Moses. He claimed that touching it would bring blessings, much like the miracles described in the Bible. Stella was confused but too scared to question him, afraid that she would disobey God if she didn't comply. Over the next few weeks, Stella became withdrawn. She no longer raised her hands in class or played with her friends during recess. Her once bright eyes now carried a shadow of fear and confusion. Amara, Stella's best friend, noticed the change. Why don't you talk to me anymore, Stella? She asked one afternoon during lunch break. Stella hesitated, but eventually whispered, Uncle Moses told me about the rod of Moses. He said it's very powerful, but it doesn't feel right. Amara's face darkened as she listened. She had heard whispers from other girls about Mr. Moses' strange behavior, but no one had dared to speak up. Stella, you have to tell someone, she said firmly. I can't, Stella replied. He said God will punish me if I tell. Amara couldn't keep this secret to herself. She told Stella's older sister, Ada, who was in secondary school. Ada was known for her fierce protective nature and quick temper when it came to her family. She listened in stunned silence as Amara recounted Stella's story. Ada's face hardened. This man is a predator, she said, her voice trembling with anger. We have to do something. The next morning, Ada confronted Stella gently, encouraging her to open up. When she finally shared her experience, Ada hugged her tightly and said, You are brave, Stella. This is not your fault, and we are going to make sure he never hurts anyone again. Ada and Stella's mother, a fiercely protective woman with a strong sense of justice, accompanying her daughters to Best Brain Primary School the next day. They demanded an audience with the head teacher, Mrs. Okoro, a stern but fair woman who had always prided herself on the school's reputation. When Stella told her story, Mrs. Okoro was visibly shaken. She immediately called for an emergency meeting with the school's board of governors and summoned Mr. Moses to answer the accusations. At first, Mr. Moses denied everything, his voice dripping with feigned indignation. Touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm, he declared, quoting scriptures to intimidate his accuser. But the courage of Stella and Amara inspired other girls to come forward. One by one, their stories unfolded, exposing Mr. Moses' lies. The community erupted in outrage when the truth came to light. Parents gathered at the school, demanding justice. Mr. Moses was handed over to the police, and an investigation revealed that he had been abusing his position for years. In the weeks that followed, Bright Brain Primary School took drastic measures to restore trust. Counselors were brought in to help the children heal, and workshops were organized to educate parents and pupils about recognizing and reporting abuse. For Stella, the road to recovery was not easy, but she found the strength in the unwavering support of her family. Her bravery inspired others to speak up, ensuring that no child will ever have to endure such harm in silence again. The story of Mr. Moses became a turning point for the village of Obudu, a painful reminder of how evil can hide behind a mask of holiness, but also a testament to the power of truth and love in overcoming darkness. Stella, though scared, became a voice for change, teaching others that even in the face of fear, speaking out can bring light to the darkest of shadows.